What's up, Nomad Nation? You've got Godfather. I am one fourth of your Nomad Gamers. It's Thursday. We made it through another week. What do you say about that? I am, oh my God, am I happy about this week being over? I can't tell you how tired I have been. Wow, you take 1 week off of everything and the work just piles up. It just piles up. I don't know what to do with it. So we are going to get right down to business. If you are watching me on Twitch, thank you very much. You found Godfather. Go ahead and hit that like button. We are making some ground on Twitch. You know what they say? Slow and steady wins the race. So that's what we're doing. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you're watching me on YouTube, you have found the home of the Nomad Gamers podcast, where myself, Kaiser Chungus, Fireball, uh, Crust Rider, Zanar Crust Rider, and Sweet Kitty Pie, where we are all coming together and we're talking about your favorite games. If you are watching me over on Kick, thank you. We're in the same boat with Kick that we are with Twitch. Slow and steady is going to win the race. Our follows are progressively getting better. Thank you very much. If you are watching me right now and you have not hit that follow button yet, please do. Please do. Now, for my friends over on Facebook, thank you for your love. Thank you for your support. Uh, click on that follow button for all of these social media sites. Turn on your notifications. That way, every time that I am gaming or I bring you anything to do with Thirsty Thursday, Talking Tuesday, or a couple surprises that I'm cooking up, you're going to be notified. It's oh wait, hold up! I almost done screwed everything up. I did it Tuesday, and I told myself I wouldn't do it tonight. You can also find me on Discord. You can find all the Nomad Gamers on Discord. We have our own channel. It is named Nomad Gamers. If you go down to vids and clips, myself and Zanar Crestrider, we are in general chat. Come on over. Let's have a discussion.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You never do. Now, TikTok. I have fallen off of that horse. I haven't been posting much content lately. For that, I do apologize. I'm going to post some more. I need to get, I don't even know what the benchmark is. I need to get to it to where I can go live on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And also for my gaming. So that's where we're at. I boo-booed. It is what it is. All right, now sit down with your favorite beverage of choice. I'm gonna throw everyone for a loop this week. Crack it open. Ah, Nomad Nation, this one's for you. All right, let's get into it. Oh, it's Coke. Oh, nah, let's go. Whatever. We are going to do a little bit different on Thirsty Thursday than we've been doing on past ones. Uh, I have got a very good friend of mine who we are going to go through his page, and I'm going to actually tag him in some content because I'm going to tell you right now, the man does awesome things. He, I swear to God, he is a man of multiple hats. He's a jack of all trades and he's a master of none when it comes down to entertainment, when it comes down to mental health and recovery. He does it through humor. He has that stupid flea dog or flea bag 420 wrinkles or wrinkles 420. That damn dog was trying to hump me during his production today. Yes, Godfather was on his production today. I make it a point to go over to his live production and to say hiya to Santiago Cirillo. You see, I even got that roll going. You guys need to go check him out, man. So what I'm gonna do, we're just gonna scroll through his page real quick, because I can't do it justice. I can't. The man was on The Walking Dead. Julio. The man is bringing Julio back from the dead. The man has his own nation, Hiya Nation. The man has his own Hiya Mania. That fool wrestles. The man does so much for entertainment. He does so much for the veterans. He does so much for the mental health community. He goes to all these Comic Cons or all these horror cons, and like he's going to be in Georgia. He was just at Gettysburg. So let's go over there and let's take a look at what Mr. Santiago has been up to. So here we are on his page. That is one of his banners for Back from the Dead. It's beautiful. It's absolutely stunning. I love the artwork, and I love the theme of it. If you look at the one on the right on here, or even that, doesn't that remind you of Starfield just a little bit? Cheatham County, Tennessee. If you want to do the GoFundMe, he has that up there too. Because this is all being financed independently. He doesn't have a studio backing him. All right, let's go down. Inhumane Wrestling, Hiya Mania 2 is September 20th. They have it to where you can watch it. I'm not quite sure how you do that. I guess I should have looked at it, but because it says, "Come join us for an epic battle for the belt, Hiya Mania 2, Saturday, September 20th, 2025, at 1108 Highway 49B, Paragould, Arkansas. Bell time is 7 p.m. Hope to see you there." Scared City Productions is going to be there. Inhumane Championship Wrestling, of course, is going to be there. And Santiago does have a match on that night. Let's go down. See, here is his actual podcast. This is what the man looks like. Motivate your life through arts and entertainment. Back from the Dead. He's got all kinds of merch for it. He's doing good things. Seriously, go over and watch his production. It's amazing. The man does things that I only wish I could do on Thirsty Thursday. 9 hours ago. Reboots suck. He is not wrong. Silent Night, Deadly Night, really. Hashtag let's go and support something original and new. Crystal Van, I'm not going to murder her last name. Yuletide Carnage, a descent into madness. Oh, whoa, I didn't want to go to her. Hey, she was on the podcast earlier today. Now raising funds, hashtag Christmas horror film, starring Santiago Cirillo. I told you this man's in a lot of things. This man he's doing his thing. 9 hours ago, Back from the Dead promo merch is now available through. He gives you a hyperlink. T-shirts are $30. Promo bag $30 with temporary tattoos. He's all about that for whatever reason right now. Buttons, magnets, bracelets, stickers, lanyards, BFTD autographed photo. If I was you, I'd get that. Beach towel, $30. That thing is huge. He stood up with that damn thing today, and he's almost 6 foot tall. That thing was taller than he was. More items coming soon. 100% made by entrepreneurs and small businesses. 100% of funds go to Nation Entertainment LLC, supporting mental health awareness through arts and entertainment. Santiago Cirillo, U.S. Army infantry veteran. I wouldn't advertise the infantry part, but that's him. CEO for Nation Entertainment LLC. If you guys don't know, I served with Santiago at Fort Campbell, Kentucky. So this is why it's so near and dear to my heart. 10 hours ago, big shout out to my newest top fans, and he shouts out all of his fans. August 30th at Queued Up 615 in Pleasant View, Tennessee. Meet and greet the production team and cast for Back from the Dead, a streaming series filming in Cheatham County, Tennessee. For hotel stay, contact Hampton Inn Pleasant View, just 2 minutes from Queued Up. Everyone is welcome. Live music, food, and drinks. If you're in Tennessee, go check it out. He's going to be in Concord, North Carolina on the 22nd through the 24th of August. Oh, God. Santi. Come on, man. Nobody needs to see that. You're It. This looks like some of the highlights for it. But yeah, that's Santiago. Go check him out. Seriously. If I can get that stupid dog on up here, I will. There's the beach towel. There's that stupid dog. All right, here we go.
Constantly promoting each other and moving forward. Freaking damn, it's $20. Thank you, Jenny. I appreciate that. I appreciate you supporting me, man. That's
All right,
awesome.
hang on. We're gonna listen to a little bit of his production.
I'm trying to do it, man. Are you on preparation H commercials?
That was my comment.
John, you're a funny guy. You're a funny guy. You know, John, you're very funny. You're very funny. No. John, ha, John. No. Bullshit. Let me tell you something, John. Preparation H, why don't you suck on this preparation H? Stop. No, he don't do jokes are jokes. But let me tell you, third nipple test tube, baby, freaking damn monkey balls that touch the ground and get splinters on grass. You freaking little pee-pee kind of deal. Let me tell you, you don't mess with the Higher Nation. Because I got something for you. Stop, okay. 420 wrinkles, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. How are you doing? Don't forget to support 420 wrinkles, supporting mental health.
Hold on, we'll get going here in a second.
THC. So, John Gosney, I know you guys are friends. No, the hell I'm not. You love him. I will freaking hump your face and shit in your mouth. Let me stop. This is all about
Here we
motivating.
go.
We
I
don't
get 'em
bully
back.
anybody on here. You know, oh shit, the flea bag is back. What? What? I don't got fleas. I got the. Oh God! Really? You're really? I can't fight back. I don't want you to be, you know, abusing like that. John's just joking around. I mean, he's just joking around. Yo, I got a joke for you. Please don't make me
Here it
say it.
comes.
I got a joke for you. I said I got a joke for you.
This guy's talented, really.
All right, what's the joke? What's J and G and smells like shit? That's not funny. That's not. John, I apologize. I don't. Here you go, John. There's a freebie. Oh my God. Look, John is like, I will not take your, you know what, John? I love making love to legs, arms, elbows. You know, I love animals. Everybody knows the story about me and my
hang
blowfish.
on.
But I would never lick a John Gosney skin. I would never let John got tea bag. I got tea bag for you. I got stuff to make you choke on that.
All right, so you guys see a little bit about what Santiago is about. Yeah, the dude is absolutely amazing. He is amazingly talented. Throwing, he's trying to do ventriloquism, or however the hell you say that, where the goddamn person talks through the goddamn doll. He's just amazing. So go over and check him out on Facebook, Santiago Cirillo. It takes all of us little guys, to band together, and we can do good things. All right, so let's get back to what I normally do, and that is reporting on games. And it is all about gaming. Rockstar, you suck. I just want to put that out there. I checked on everything on Tuesday. I got Santiago on my mind now. Rockstar has not updated anything for the last couple days. So we are going to jump into game industry news. We're going to go over to Game Developer, very reputable site. I know Crest Rider is still with me. I see him over there. I don't hear him too much, but I see him. So we'll see what kind of bullshit we can get into. Oh, let's see. Here's a headline that and I have not pre-read this at all. Microsoft becomes PlayStation's top publisher, and annual Xbox Game Pass revenue nears $5 billion. That's with a B, ladies and gentlemen. Yo, that's huge. I knew this was going to happen. And if you go back, and I'm sure Crest Rider will remember this, if you go back into the vault of the Nomad Gamers, when myself, Chungus, Fireball, I can't remember if Crest Rider was there talking with us about it or not, but when we were talking about the console wars, when we got onto the subject of PlayStation, it's no secret PlayStation hasn't put shit out in 3 years. Nothing. This does not surprise me. It would not surprise me one bit that if the next Microsoft console is Microsoft's last console, that would not surprise me at all. What do you say, Crash Rider?
Hardware wise, they may continue for a little while, but I think their days of the traditional console, those might be over. They're moving into the handheld style, and it's not so much a console as it's an optimized PC designed to play specifically games.
Yeah. I completely agree with that.
They're looking at continuing on in you can play Steam on it, you can play Xbox on it. They're spreading out from what their basis was.
Yes. And the one line that I just read, besides seeing the Xbox sitting there in that picture, it says we have nearly 40 games in development, so much more to come. I really, really believe that PlayStation got their noses cleaned. Their clocks were completely cleaned by Xbox. Xbox, hands down, has won this fight over the consoles. There's no argument there. I kind of wish that when they say they have nearly 40 games in development, they would tell us what damn games those are.
Yeah, but then depending on how far along they are, you may end up with the same things you're getting with Elder Scrolls 6, where people get excited for it, and it's not coming out anytime soon, and people are clamoring for it, and it just builds hype, and it'll never be able to live up to it.
Well, it should build hype.
Right, but they want to build hype in a controlled fashion when they get closer to launch.
Well, you see, and this goes back to what we talked about a couple weeks ago, where communication's key. They have got to give at least that community. If there is not another community out there that needs an update, it is the Elder Scrolls community, because it has been eons since you guys have gotten anything. You got Oblivion, big deal. Big deal. How about some new content? I just kind of wish they would say, "Hey, look, we are working on it," and leave it at that.
Oftentimes, those remasters are handled by a third party, so that's not even the main development team being taken away to work on those.
Yeah,
it's just an extra source of revenue to maintain while they're working on something.
So I don't think we have heard an announcement for any major Bethesda game coming out. I'm going to Google that right now. It'd help if I could type. Okay, so all I did was I put into Google, just so everyone knows, is what is the next major Bethesda game to come out? AI, and you can take this with a grain of salt, okay? The next major Bethesda game expected to be released is Elder Scrolls 6. While a specific release date has not been announced, it is anticipated to arrive in 2026 or later, according to Wikipedia. See, this is why I hate fucking AI. I hate AI with a passion. Bethesda is currently focusing development efforts on the Elder Scrolls 6 after the release of Starfield. Following the Elder Scrolls 6, the next major release is expected to be Fallout 5, but that is not anticipated until the 2030s. Wow. There's a lot to digest there. But it's AI. Let me see if I can find something that's a little bit more reputable than AI. Go ahead.
They got to get Elder Scrolls out before they start working on Fallout. And since they never seem to have anything to say about the next Elder Scrolls coming out, we have no idea when that's coming out. So just based off of the projections of what we've had in the past.
Yeah. I mean, it really didn't tell us anything we didn't already know.
Yeah, pretty
You
much.
know, we know the sequence of the games that are coming out. What pisses me off is that they don't have a dedicated team per game. That's what pisses me off. The way that they're doing this, they're acting like they've only got a couple hundred fucking employees. And we know they have more. We know they do. It's like they can only work on one thing at a time. I am now over on Game Radar to see what they're saying. Okay, so Bethesda just released Doom, The Dark Ages, and a shadow dropped Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion Remastered. That is known. That has happened. And oh yeah, and we forget something else, Crush Rider. They released that garbage game Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. Looking to the future, Bethesda also hinted at the Elder Scrolls 6 numerous times in recent months. And off the back of Amazon's very successful Fallout TV series, many of us can't wait for our long overdue return to one of the best RPGs ever, though Fallout 5 will come post Elder Scrolls 6, according to Bethesda. Again, this is information we already know. Despite the current upcoming Bethesda game lineup looking pretty slim, which it does, you shouldn't be disheartened. Why not? Now's your time to check out what other games are in store with our roundup of upcoming Xbox Series X games and upcoming PC games, sure to keep you company in the meantime. Okay, that tells me everything I need to know right there. That tells me that nobody has faith that Bethesda is going to bring anything out in 2026. So if I had to guess, we won't see an Elder Scrolls 6 until at least 2028. At least. All right, back to what we were doing before. We can go down this rabbit hole again. Crush Rider, we have beaten this to a pulp. So let's just keep on going. Gaming revenue, however, increased by 9% year on year to $23.5 billion. That's a pretty hefty number right there. Xbox content and services revenue increased 16% year on year. So they're healthy. Xbox hardware revenue decreased by 25% during fiscal year ended June 30th of 2025. But Microsoft has indicated there is cause for optimism after it became the top publisher on PlayStation during quarter four. Of course, there's optimism. Of course. Even though that your consoles nosedive for whatever reason, I know the reason. Just because they nosedived, and this is one of the smartest things Xbox has done ever. They gave their content to PlayStation to play. While you know they're getting a majority of the royalties for that, they got Xbox Game Pass on PC, so now you got the PC players coming too. This is genius. They are spreading out their wealth. What do you think on that, there, Crust Rider? You agree with me on the whole? It's a good idea for them to spread stuff out like they are.
It's hard to say because they've got these games so complex and bloated these days that if they don't focus fire on them, they'll never get stuff out. So they kind of have to keep working on stuff.
One of the things that I said to Fireball and to Chungus, and I don't think they understood it, and I don't think I really articulated it all that well to them when I was arguing my point with them. If you only keep the exclusives on Xbox or on PC, you are effectively taking away a quarter of the pie, of your profit pie. By giving this out to PlayStation 5, they're effectively taking back that piece of pie that they were missing out on. Because the battle lines in the gaming industry are drawn. And they are firm. Xbox players do not play PlayStation. PlayStation players do not play fucking Xbox. PC players won't play either. You have your rare exceptions like Zenar Crest Rider, like me. But for the most part, most gamers out there will not cross the line. They just won't do it. So for Xbox to be doing this, that I think it's smart because they're grabbing that money that they would ultimately be missing out on if they kept it on Xbox. What else we got here? Okay, so Microsoft has came out and emphasized that Xbox revenue is largely impacted by subscriptions and sales of first and third party content. Well, no shit. That's one of those you can just look at them and go, really? I think we've all known. I think the squeakers out there know this. Even though they don't care, but they know it. Growth of our gaming business. Here is a powerful statement. Kind of goes back to what I say about how slow some of these AAA companies are being at bringing us content. Growth of our gaming business is determined by the overall active user base through Xbox enabled content, availability of games, providing exclusive game content that gamers seek. That's huge. That is a huge, huge sentence right there. That pretty much solidifies everything that I've been arguing about for the last 3 months. You can't wait a decade between games because right there, gamers are seeking an update to the game that they love. Look at Elder Scrolls. It's been what, Crest Rider, a decade since we've seen the last fresh Elder Scrolls come out. It's going to be
came out in 2011 near the end.
Yeah, it's been
the whole
longer
big thing 11 11 11.
Yeah.
So you're looking at November 11th, 2011 to July 31st, 2025 with no new installment. We are nearing 14 years since the last new one.
Gamers seek new content. I know I do. I know Crest Rider does. I know a majority of the gamers do.
I mean, I do like new games, but I might also be sitting here playing a game that I've been playing for the last 20 years. So I don't have a whole lot of room to talk.
Game content is another big one. That's just a huge, huge statement that Xbox made, or Microsoft, depending on how you want to put it. It's huge.
New content definitely does help with longevity of your game.
Yeah. And I'm not saying, I said this last week or the week before too. I'm not expecting new content every quarter. I am expecting new content once a year or twice a year. About every 6 months would be just fine by me. Maybe in the fall, maybe in the spring, or summer, winter, however you want to put it. But new content keeps your gamer base interested in your game. Look at World of Warcraft. They do it all the time. Look at Grand Theft Auto. They do it all the time. Look at Red Dead. They're doing it. They still have steady gamer base. Now, when you look at games like Starfield, they're losing players. Fallout, they got a huge bump from the TV series. They'll get another one when season 2 comes out. But they're not really bringing out smash mouth, exciting content. They're bringing out stupid shit like, let's go fish in the wasteland. Oh my God. Who thought of that? They need fired. It just come out with something every 6 months. And gamers would be happy. During a quarterly earnings call, Microsoft CEO Nadella said Xbox alongside LinkedIn is one of the company's 2 consumer businesses with massive end user reach. He's right. He is absolutely right. Again, I can't argue with it. I wish I could. He explained the company's gaming business now has over 500 million monthly active users across platforms and devices, and said Xbox has made a significant inroads on rival platforms after choosing to bring major first-party franchises to PlayStation and Nintendo Switch. He is not wrong. He is not wrong. They went head to head and they beat them both. Now they're sending their games in. Now they're getting a piece of PlayStation's pie. They're getting a piece of the Nintendo pie. That's huge. Meme-laden movie adaptation drives Minecraft to a record quarter. I could have seen that coming. I saw that coming. 50 million more people have played. Oh, hold on. I read that wrong. He added that 50 million people have played Call of Duty Black Ops 6, resulting in over 2 billion hours of playtime worldwide. Meanwhile, Minecraft benefited from the release of a Minecraft movie to deliver record monthly active usage and revenue during quarter 4. Xbox Game Pass annual revenue totaled nearly $5 billion. I said that before. So obviously, the number for Minecraft was above 50 million. And it was above 2 billion hours played. Obviously. Because they compared it and said it was better. Pretty much this is just about Microsoft tooting their own horn. What else do we got here? The company said those layoffs will enhance efficiency and position the company and teams for success in a dynamic marketplace. I do not agree with that. I don't. I can't. I cannot agree with laying off employees. I cannot agree with it. And to say that it's going to enhance efficiency. Bullshit. You're putting more work on somebody else and position the company and teams for success in a dynamic marketplace. Again, bullshit. If one of these other companies would hire these people and start putting out their major title more consistently and add more content faster, they would win hands down. Microsoft wouldn't be able to keep up with them. Layoffs are just pure greed. Plain and simple. Especially when just above this, they talk about a $5 billion for the last fiscal year. $5 billion, but you got to lay people off. That's bullshit. Sorry, everybody. I get very, very heated when it comes to something like that because here we are, the gamers. We're crying for new content. We're crying for a new game. We want to see Elder Scrolls 6. We want to see Fallout 5 before we die. We want to see, well, we're going to see Grand Theft Auto 6. We want to see a Red Dead Online 3. We want to see Ace Combat 8. We want to see all these games. But they keep saying we can't put them out fast enough. They're too advanced. It's too labor intensive. But then in the same breath, they say, oh, we're laying off people. We're laying off people. It's going to make us more effective. How? The proof is not in the pudding. It's not. Oh. Microsoft still hasn't confirmed the full scale of the cutbacks, but reports indicate there have been widespread layoffs and project cancellations at internal studios such as King, ZeniMax, Media, and Rare. I know it's ZeniMax. I just can't remember what game that I like that they put out. The company also reportedly shuttered the initiative and scrapped its Perfect Dark reboot. I never played Perfect Dark, so that doesn't really bother me. If you did, it's probably crushing you. Despite claiming the layoffs will benefit its development teams in the long term, some Xbox workers recently told game developer that they will have the opposite effect and slammed Microsoft over its chaotic and inhumane handling of the process. Whew. So let's dive in here. While I don't agree with the layoffs, I think that's garbage. The workers are completely right. They're right to say it's going to have the opposite effect on them. I don't know how chaotic because I'm not there at Microsoft. I don't know how inhumane it is because I'm not there. I'll take their word for it. There's no reason for them to lie to us. But that's garbage. Crest Rider, what do you think about all this? I might have lost Crest Rider. Or he might be. I think he's attended to something personal right now, so we'll give him a few minutes. He'll come back. Latin American studios can attract talent by ensuring people don't feel like, ooh, don't feel like a number on the payroll. You know, that's huge too. If you think you're just a number in the company, you ain't going to do shit. And if you think that you're a valued member of that company, you're going to give them your all. It kind of kills me how these guys are seeing it, but the top ones don't. It just kills me. Let's see what else they got. Latest updates. Nope. Turkey-based mobile developer Good Job Games raises 60 million series around. Oh, okay. Battlefield 6's God Dot, powered by UGC mode, is the heart of EA's big live service swing for the series. I don't like live series or live service. Reality Labs is losing billions. Quest sales are down and billion-dollar losses are up. Is this that Quest thing or that Facebook gaming thing?
You talking about the Meta Quest? And you were right. I had stepped away for just a moment, but I
Yeah.
could still hear everything you were saying.
Yeah, I was pretty sure. When you didn't say nothing, I kind of figured that out. So they're under Reality Labs.
Weren't they working on the Microsoft glasses that got canceled?
I don't know. Yeah, it is. I should have scrolled down some more. Meta has published its latest fiscal report to confirm that yes, Reality Labs is still losing billions. The company's
Okay, so
speculative
that is
metaverse,
Meta's.
yep, division, which houses its Quest headset business, posted an operating loss of 4.5 billion during the second quarter ended June 30th, 2025, continuing a sacred tradition that stretches back years. It's also a slight increase on the 4.4 billion quarterly loss reported this time last year. Wow. I wonder what they're doing that is so wrong. Because I personally like VR. I do enjoy it. I don't think there's enough out there though. I think if you were to make a, I'll give you a, I'll give you an example. Ace Combat. Ace Combat 7 had 4 VR missions. They were amazing. They were great. If you were to bring out an Ace Combat, even have it as a live service, if you so wanted, or Starfield, or not Starfield, but Star Trek, Star Wars, any of those.
I'm a pretty big fan of the Blade and Sorcery game on.
Yeah. If you were to do that and allow people to join their own squadrons and have
Oh man,
skirmishes
multiplayer
against,
Blade and Sorcery.
yeah, if you were to allow that, because in Ace Combat, when you go to multiplayer, it is not VR. Even if
No,
you have
and
even if you have the VR goggles on, it's not VR. It's all normal.
a lot of games that have VR components are single player designed.
Yeah,
And if they are multiplayer VR games, they tend to have some
problems.
significant limitations and gimmicks because of the way that, I mean, you're interacting with somebody else who is also solid, but neither of you have any means of physically interacting with each other. So, I mean,
So-
it does cause a little bit of jank.
Let me put this out there real quick. Let's go to where I like to say is imagination land. Let's just go think for a minute. Think of the game Star Trek Online. If you've never played it, may not be your cup of tea, but please
So-
bear with me.
There actually is a Star Trek based VR game,
I know it's called Bridges and it sucks.
Bridge Crew.
Yeah, Bridge Crew, it sucks.
No, it doesn't.
Well, it does. Yeah. My opinion is it sucks. But hang on. Hang on to your horses. If you were to do something like that to where you could join your own fleet and take over territory, whether the game recognizes this territory as being nomad gamers or not, and you send out patrols, and if you see an enemy ship, another fleet, you can open fire. But here's the catch-22 at all this. If you get too damaged and your damage control cannot fix it while you're underway, and you have to come back to a starbase, it should take hours to repair. If they want to make these games so realistic, like in Grand Theft Auto, where you see the beer fizzling, then that's where we're going. You can't have your cake and eat the motherfucker too. Same with Grand Theft Auto. allow us the opportunity to form into groups without the need for the one person to be online at all times. Almost like what you have with WoW, where you can join a guild and the guild leader doesn't have to be on for the guild to keep going. The guild can still form up and go do raids. The guild can still go out and farm and contribute to the bank. The guild can go out and make shit, put it on the auction, make money, and contribute back to the bank that way. Or make shit and put it in the bank and let somebody else do the auctioning. But in Star Trek, you don't have that. In Ace Combat, you don't have that. In Star Wars, you don't have that. Why not? Star Trek Online is on the PC. I was very shocked when Star Trek Online was free. Very shocked. The reason why these VR places are losing money, the reason why some of these games are failing is because going back to what Xbox said, you're not giving the gamers what they want. They're not getting the content that they want. It's I played Ace Combat 7, I beat the campaign, and you put the damn game down. Granted, a very small amount of people, they pick it up and they do multiplayer, but there's no team aspect to it. Sometimes it's good to go single, but a lot of the time when you're going to get the best fun is when you join a group. There's power in the numbers, and they just don't see that yet. Let's see what else. They're asking when Reality Labs is going to come good, and it's not until they partner with Xbox or PlayStation or Nintendo or whoever. But I don't think they can make it on their own. I really don't. What do you think, Derek Crustrider?
I think they depend almost entirely on third-party companies to provide all of the content. So until they, like you said, partner with somebody and get them to put something major out there. And right now, the VR market is so niche that most companies aren't going to take a risk on it.
Nope.
The hardware is expensive as a buy-in. There's limitations to it. Some people can't handle it as a viable medium to enjoy.
Yeah. Yeah, I just think that they've kind of dropped the ball when it comes to VR. I went over to Starfield. I want to check and see if they put anything on their page. I doubt it.
I do believe Starfield is currently on sale on Steam. I got a notice on that yesterday.
Yeah, it probably is. Nobody's playing it, but yeah.
I got to step away real quick.
That's all right. I got to wrap this up. We're over time. So, Nomad Nation. That was a quick Thirsty Thursday. Very quick, if you ask me, but very entertaining, very informative. We learned a lot of good things. And learning's not a bad thing. You got to continue to learn. You got to continue to grow. So with that being said, I am way over time, and I'm going to tell you guys what, I'm almost caught up on sleep, and I'm not there yet. But game true, game hard, and always, and I mean always, game on. In the words of my good friend Santiago Cirillo, your negativity won't break me. Don't let anybody bully you. Keep being who you are. Keep doing what you're doing. You're beautiful just the way you are. You don't need to worry about what everybody else says. If you're out there gaming and you run across a griefer and that griefer needs blown the fuck up, you blow that motherfucker up. thank you so much for your support on Thirsty Thursday. Thank you for watching Thirsty Thursday. If you haven't subscribed to any of my socials, if you're not following, if you're not turned on your notifications, do it right after I go off the air. Join us on Discord. Come talk to your favorite nomads. And like